السلام عليكم شباب، شلون زين؟ انتم مع مالي جيم قاطع مال جيم شلون شباب؟ شلون زين؟ زعما ما صار شباب ناني بعد اخير ما قلنا وقفنا شباب دكونوا من ما شاف الحلقة السابقة شباب ففات واي اكشن شباب، صراحة فات واي اكشن شباب. فغزان اوقف هاي المقطع وشوف المقطع قبله شباب، اكو في واي اشياء محمسة واشياء حماسية يا شباب. تسوي الزغ زين تمام. لا مو هذا المكان فارغنا وين ايه من اخو ايه مو هذا.
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks crystal clear and very delicious. That's the one.
Guys, تسكت في قتل تسكت. تعال سمعتوها؟ قاعد تسكت تسكت لا ما يطلع كفاية. قص على هاي يسوي هاي المخلوق ناني مو لازم يساعديك الساحرة. المهم شو قدام نزني ما عاد وقت انا عايز وحي ما عاد وقت اروح البرج وهاي السوالف كلها. انا ادواي اكل تقريبا ادواي اكل. ما عاد وقت اروح البرج وعاد سالفة هاي.
Is it just Paimon, or is there a sweet fragrance in the air?
Yeah?
Did you hear that?
شنو؟
It seemed like it came from those ruins over there.
واحد نام محبوس.
Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
اوه لا هاي ما اللصوص حلت ما دو. هي ما كيف بقول الناس ها؟ إلا يوم شويش نسوي يوم تعالوا عقاب لا تقولنا الحقهم. اليوم اللي حق ربعه خلى فوتو منه. تعالوا بقى واحد. تعال انت انت خايف صاحبي؟
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders, when their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood...
Oh, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry. Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of... I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, they'd caught and imprisoned. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it. Well, as long as you want what I have to offer.
Wait a moment. Actually, we are looking for something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store snacks.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that box.
Great! Paimon's sugar frosted slime now comes in a...
Okay. قال هو يدور على شيء لما السابق اختفت. هاي المكان تاع البحيرة وفرغناه سبب فتحت هاي. ما يهم هذا قالنا شيء او ما سابه بس اختفى. مو شي مهم. صار تحقون لك شباب. اغير شخصيتي؟ لا ما احتاج. انا نقول خلنا نغيرها بعد ما احتاج عنصرية. اتمنى ذلك. هذا زعل شخصية جديد. يعني تطلع نوازل شخصيات صعبة. ما عندي وقت احارب دولي. خاب ما عندي وقت احارب تام. نعلى عليه. ما دا غيرت عليهم دول الاغبياء. يعني وايد لصوص. بس عايز رفيقين بعدين. ايوه وين يروح؟ ما يريد يروح. قول لي لوي وانا اروح ناخذه. شباب من صوت واقع شباب. لا 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 اتحمس ازاي.
From your store.
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history.
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
دقيقة لا قل نسوي هدية. المن لا قل تجيب هدية لهيش الملكة. لا أفضل الموت على هذا الشيء.
Sure, please help yourselves, as long as it's on our shelf.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully now. Into the box it goes and dust it over with a bit more powdered sugar.
لا قل لا.
Oh yes, you might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations
صعب.
too.
10 ساعة لازم نسوي.
It looks beautiful.
هو سيد قبل يقيا حبيبتي تسي بس هذا عار. وحدة اعترفت هي معجبة بيه. باي مال تحديث الجديد هاي ما بقاقات. طلعت وحدة هاي شخصية عنصرية. معجبية وما ماخذها بجدية. هذا عار.
Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber.
هو شخصيتنا قد عار ما يدبق روحه ويا هاي البنات وياه. شباب قاعد تعزوني اسوي سمايك. قاعد تصير يعني قاعد واقفة وشلون من صوت واضح شباب. احنا على قصد دقيقة. خلينا نسلقنا. شباب اوقفنا هنا. خلينا نشوف اكبر مصيبة اي واحد يشوف الموقع ماله. هو صراحة حتى لما يقع صوت عن نزل شباب. اوكي الثانية هدية المن. هسه هاي هدية تقريبا. اقل عن قياد بنيته. لا تنمو هيك شانس يمكن ساهم موضوع خقع.
Though the clouds may darken and light turn to gloom.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes, speaking of which, are you two the guests that Lady Ningguang has arranged to meet with today?
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
تفكر بنفسه. صح. اوكي. التقينا بالملك اخيرا. اهلين
I've been
وسهلين.
waiting for you, returnee from Jueyun Karst.
شباب خلنا نحزوا وسلقنا خوش يعني ما عادوها. شباب اخيرا التقينا بهاي.
It's Ningguang. Since
Ningguang.
this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks.
هاي اسوء
It
كابيسة
seems that I
جبها
have made
هاي.
things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
ليش يا مخز؟ ليش خلي واحد يجيب هدية بعمود هاي هيك وجه؟
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue.
هذا قصر القاية أخيرا وصلنا له.
I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber.
Okay.
But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
العاب.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No. Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
شلون؟
At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
جواب قاعد شوية أو قاعد؟
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
قالت لهم هاي خبيثة وأنا أجيب لها هدية.
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti.
قل لي عشي
The
قتال بيني
reason I
وبين
invited you
هاي.
here was to
الموضوع
clear up some
شلونه؟
misunderstandings.
شباب بوساحتي حتى شلون حكي بهذا قصر القايو يعني تقريبا حسان اعلى مكان بهاي العالم.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War.
دقيقة شباب عدونا صوتي قطع لازم لازم هذا الشيء عدوني الحين قلت لازم هذا الشيء ما تقول عدونا شباب لا صوتي يقطع المايك بس واحد يحاول يقطع دقيقة ما تقول لي سمعت هذه الحلقة وش؟ يا حلقة
Many
16.
gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars
الحرب
were fought
صارت بين
between them that did
الملوك
not abate until
عفوا
2,000
تمتعها
years
يعني
ago.
أنا أقول
Much
ملوك
blood was shed, and many lives were lost.
أو أشاد العناصر.
In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7.
شباب منو ما يدري خلي يشوف باقي المقاطع حتى هاي الحرب الكبرى اللي حصلت هنا ومزق العملاقة
You can
صارت
see
هذا العالم.
Goryun's stone forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in... That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
هاي لازم واحد يقرأ هاي القصة كلها.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
هتعزمني؟ هذا سالفة واحدة بالقهوة يما ليش قايتها عشاء؟ بس هاي هدية. هاي سالفة وحيدة قهرتني بالموضوع. احتفال بيا والتام مال البقل يعني. رحت أمي وقعت التنين. يا غاي. اي اختيار تقع لها هسه جوا لازم نقاها زين شباب هيش لازم ادوم واسوي رصاصة حتى تلزم الحكي.
Wowee! What a huge hall!
Damn.
I've never seen such a fancy place before.
واو ويش هاي عازب نعيم. واو شت قد عده خدم سدد. أنا قلت لهم يساعدهم ايش هم يم البحر جزاراتهم كلها بحر وهاي فهم جيشهم حتى أقوى جيش بالبحر. هاي شو هالمكتبة دام والله مكتبة أقوى من أي شيء الأمير نفسه.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
شو كان عكامك ازاي؟
Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets, but the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching, you'd pick Kuching? I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of
شباب
our
انتوا بتخلوه
usurpation of
باتم. نحن
power.
نفس قرينا بالفيديو السابق، عندها خوص ناس ذكية وهي تعرف هاي المعلومات. يعني النانج وياها يعني مساعدين منهم على الإسقيل يعني. ونزول الدقنا بيهم بالمدينة الرياح.
Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their
خلوهم
diplomatic
معلوماتهم.
remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us
شباب
for
عدوني
their
ما
events.
قاع هذا الحكي كله. هذا الحكي مهم وادززمه بعدين بالفيديو وقلت لهم شيء الفايدة 100 شباب.
Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
It's all right. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices. Even if it's
وتغمال
only as large as
أكل
Paimon's
زي.
fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one, the biggest one.
دقيقة. شوف شباب هسه المعلومات خلينا نقلع خيقة. شباب المعلوماتهم هي أقوى مدن هسه موجودة بهذا العالم. هي هاي مدينة نفوذها وشوشها تقدر تعين وايد جيوش. والمدينة الثانية هي هاي مدينة كبيرة هنا تقريبا مو نفوذها قوي. مدينتنا هنا مو أقوى شيء موجود هنا تقريبا بسبب الحروب وإعانتها ضعيفة حيل. أي جيش يقدر يدمرها بسهولة. وأقوى مدينة هي هنا بالجزر المخفية بعد ما قلعناها شباب. ماكو شي لا مشي اللي تمام. هذا الكتب أو الكتب يا حبيبي. دابا إذا اتصلنا أنا شي هي ليش تمت باي خيقة. هاي بيها خيقة.
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the archive, but research on the sigil of permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the sigil of permission. Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're on this. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
9 ساعات بقى. سواء عاقف هنا تسوي حتى أنا ما أقدر أتم التسوية لازم أوقفه. شباب نزلنا من القصر وزين إنه على المهمة. يبدو تلين القصر بعد ما أقدر نسلقها حتى السخة صالوها. أوكي.
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too.
It's time for a flashbang. Right there. Burn! It's no.
Scatter! Germinate!
تعال خلصت.
Sakura swirl!
شباب من ستة مبقى شباب. لو وصلتوا هنا شباب وانتم مستمتعين ما تحطون لايك شباب وتنسون هاي القناة بس حاول توثيقات حتى يستمتعون المهمين. عمي قد احب الشخصية السيئة في النار عمي. هذا مزعج هذا قوي يموت.
That seemed to me. I must counterattack.
My apologies.
Propagate!
So quiet.
يريدون من اخوك. هذا ايش يستلبت.
I haven't seen this pattern before. Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the sigil of permission, talismans like that were once used in the Archon. Maybe the Fatui are copying the sigil of permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with the last stop on our rite of party preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates...
وين لازم نروح؟ كان مصباح والمصباح قديم حيل ما يصدمون انا حتى. المهم ايش الاميره هسه حتى شويه على الحرب الشاغت ودمرت وايد بكانات. يا هذا واقف شخصية جانبية أنا. لا صاحبنا هذا.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy
Indeed. It's second to none.
صاحبنا ما راح قصر الملكي.
Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than...
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liu Qixing don't want to face that truth...
شباب عدولنا مقاطع اللعبة شي قوي لأن مو بيدي شباب ما أتمنى مقاطع قوي.
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Diwa?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Eugene Terrace have some? Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her?
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still... Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make...
So how good is your singing? Really? What?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
واحد شباب ما تمنوا شباب بس هذا حكي مهم شباب مهمتنا ان كزهور معينه اوكي ولا ثاني مقاتل محارب التنين مهمته نجمع زهور معينه يا عيب السوم يا عيب السوم قلت خلينا نحاول الليل صباح سهلة ها عم نقل عن هاي النباتات.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What the
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't
أنا أقول لك أول ما أشوف هاي الزهور إي سدد شباب أول ما أسمع صوت صاحبنا أول ما أشوف هاي الزهور هاي مو الناس القحية هاي وحوش الثلج يعني هاي الموسيقى قلعت مو تهدئته صاحبنا اخطأ. معقول اني تحاول تخاف من يمي؟ لا تحاول تخاف من يمي، تحاول تسوي اسوء من هيك. هاي 100 سنة ما تعرفني زين. وايد يبدون هاي ها. انا عايز روحي. ما تزغ الموسيقى هاي.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so late. Excuse me.
I'm قاعد من مجهول
searching for glaze lilies? Oh, hey, it's... What's her face? Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name.
دائما ينادوني أيوه ما حبون أيوه مسافر. طبعا ذاك اسمه.
How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
مستحيل واحد ينسى ايش وجهه.
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
بس تقنعين فجأة.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did. Nope, we found the way on our own. Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them. Something seems a little off about... She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude? Well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers. You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city? Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the... Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up. No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my... When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2000. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago.
So what do you think of this?
Huh? This... As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without... But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus? Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins.
ها هسه قلتهم حقيقته نص بشرية ونص مخلوقة دولي. يعني هي ما بين المشاكل يعني إلا السؤال يعني بين مقونها.
After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex
وتقع
Lapis and
فجأة
took the position as
وتختفي
secretary for the
فجأة.
Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself.
We dare not refuse.
Oh, so Did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well.
Wow, so you really know your stuff too.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought if you would excuse me, I should return to my work.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, so you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all.
اجي قلنا نخف علينا.
Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
يا شباب عقب تسوي شوفوا التسويق أسا قوي شباب. حسن عزوها هاي مو شوف هاي الزهور. صاحبنا غنى لا عرفنا. هسه المهم اكو واحد يريد يخلص ميمنه ادرون الاميره او ادرون غير واحد لكن الاميره قد تحاول اسوء من هيك.